Hello, Ace Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Ankylo, with me, BlueAnkylo. And, let's see here. We're on Day 3, Detective Ankylo episode. Let's go. That was a close one, seeing as we almost got our, well, we had a hard time getting out of the, our client Willpower nearly went to jail because we didn't really have any good evidence to save him, and court here is terrible. Ah, hot boss is gone. Back to annoying brat kid again. So, she doesn't even know what happens when her sister possesses her. It's kind of disappointing. All I need is a motive and proof. Yeah, we have to prove someone else killed the dark evil magistrate, whatever, the hammer guy, because that's how law works, I guess. Tomorrow is the last day, or else everyone goes to prison and dies. It's totally sketchy. 3 days of court is all you get, maximum. Alright, so let's look at what we've got for evidence here briefly, because it's been a couple days for me and I sort of forget a little. So we have Jack Hammer's autopsy report. Died 2:30 p.m. Baldur's Gate enhanced. We might get around to that eventually. So, died at 2:30, pierced through the chest by a spear, it says. We know that, well, I think we've handled the photos, but we had the kid go by earlier in the day, and then the security guard threw that picture out, and then there's a picture of supposedly Willpower at 2 o'clock, half an hour before the murder. It has a limp like he should have had, but it's only a costume, so you can't see exactly who it is. We have a guide map. The murder took place here, actually. The body was found in Studio 1. But the murder had to have taken place at Studio 2 due to future evidence from the kid. And Willpower was supposedly sleeping in here. This is the samurai spear that we figure killed him somehow, even though it's broken. Mr. Monkey said this blocked off the path between Studio 2 and anywhere else between 2:15 and 4. So we know the samurai suit went across the picture area at 2 o'clock, and we know the guy died at 2:30, and then this blocked off the path in between that. And also, they had a break at the trailer at Studio 2 between 2:15 and 3. So the timing lines up sketchy. This was just proof for the kid who takes pictures of all the scenes. This is his camera. There shouldn't be too much more to do with that. And then that's all. So, profiles. We've got Maya, who's sort of helping sometimes. We've got Miles, who's always up to no good. Dick Gumshoe's fine. Willpower is our client, the defendant. Security lady, Old Bag, is terrible. Jackhammer is quite dead. Cody Hackins is the kid that had the photographic evidence that the crime scene, the murder scene, happened in Studio 2. We don't know much about Penny Nichols, but she might have some dimes. And this creep, yeah, this director guy is terrible. Hope he did it, we can lock him up. And then there's Diva Skez, and she was definitely around, so it could have been her. Alright. That's everything. Let's get back to work. So let's go... Well, I guess we could talk to Maya before we leave. Maybe she's got some amazing idea. So we're pretty sure that Hammer stole the steel costume, wore it, faked a limp, and then went to Studio 2 at 2 o'clock. Yeah, pretty sure. someone must have changed the costumes at some point because he was wearing the steel hammer, or sorry, he was wearing the steel samurai. Jack Hammer was wearing the steel samurai costume when he walked by the camera, but when we found his body, it was in the evil magistrate's costume. Alright, so let's talk about the director. The two of them were in the trailer, and then they had lunch. Probably could be one of them, yeah. Yeah. Just in case you guys missed, the game helps you out a little bit if you missed last episode. Yes, Maya is always this excitable. That's why we like Mia more. But seriously, Baldur's Gate is actually on my list already, so it's all good. She's not one for great ideas. Alright, Maya, thanks for nothing. Let's go... yeah, detention center. He's still being detained, even though there's, like, basically no evidence left that he even could have been the murderer, but we'll see. Yeah, I wowed everybody. You could stop looking so vulnerable. She's only 17, guys. Maybe there is. Can you give me any more crucial bits of evidence to help out? Tell me about these two people. What's going on? Yeah, the producer, she seemed very odd, let's say. 5 years. Well, don't worry about Strange Mind. Like I said, I've got it on my list of games to let's play eventually. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different. Right, so she's been doing a good job. She's got a good reputation at the studio. She's trying to turn it around. Good for Diva. Oh no. Rumors. I love rumors. Give me those juicy rumors. So, Salmonella, the disease, was a minor video director, basically. Everybody knows the name. Alright, so he does whatever she says. So maybe she decided he had to kill Jackhammer? It's possible. Don't know the motive, though. Objectification? That's a good one. Yeah, something happened. We don't know what it is yet, but something about Jackhammer some number of years ago. He used to be awesome, but then something bad happened. So how come you get to be the lead actor and he's just the villain? How's that happen? We should really go to the newspapers or something and figure out what's going on. He just gave up. Miss Vasquez shows up. Maybe someone's jacked his hammer, pretty much. This is the pun show, after all. So we still don't know what happened 5 years ago, but it's something to do with Diva and Jackhammer, so we'll probably have to talk to her then. Or we could go read about it, and maybe someone else kept details, but whatever. Use the internet. What happened 5 years ago? Studio then. Start looking around the studio again. Oh, her. I hate dealing with this one. I think she had a heart attack yesterday. She's probably recovering. Maya, don't push your luck. You eat, you die. I don't even really want to talk to her. I can't imagine we're going to get any news out of her. I'll save that one for later if I have to. Let's go to the employee area. That seems like where you'd find employees, right? Oh, there's one thing I might better pick up while I'm here. Yeah, that bottle of sleeping pills. We used that at the end of the last trial to say that Willpower was probably drugged by Jackhammer, but we didn't have any great proof about it, other than that we found this empty bottle. Yeah. Yeah! Hey, Gumshoe, by the way. Oh, these kids. You can find out why she has a full... Yeah. Yeah, Sotraz. Mostly, I just don't like talking to certain people, like her and the director. Dramatique, Good call, Gumshoe. That's exactly what I came to look at as well. Hey, BD. I want to see if there's anything suspicious on this plate as well. A T-bone. See, we had this picture of the plate from the first day, which always, you know, makes me a little bit curious what's going on with that. Maybe we'll just talk to him about the evidence. Yeah, tell me about it. What's going on? Nice. The science guy. Was it Bill Nye? Alright. Evidence time. Well, the drink would make more sense if it was like a dissolvable pill rather than stuffing it into the steak, but who knows? So there's definitely sleeping pills somewhere on the plate. And that's probably the plate that Willpower ate off of. So that sounds like we got some evidence there. You're gonna go out on a lamb? We should continue the puns today, everyone. To tell the truth, it's a real mess. He tends to just jump on the first person he sees, but even he has been swayed by my, you know, amazing reasoning skills. I kind of feel bad for Mr. Edgeworth. Nah, don't worry about Edgeworth. Out of control. Crush the paper cup with hot coffee in it. The killer will get pun-ish. Thank you, Spiller. That was perfect. Cups, bottles. Okay, Jackhammer's prints were on the bottle. That's good. Nice. Alright, we got all that updated. That was important. Had to get that done. Let's go check in with the dressing room, but I don't know if there's anyone in here. Oh, Penny just hanging out in the dressing room. Why, hello. Penny, for your thoughts? The last... Oh, this might be important. This week is the last episode. I mean, I think what she meant was other than the fact that the one of the actors is now dead and the other one's on trial for murder, I think this was actually the last episode anyway. On the day of the murder, it went to Studio 2. Yes, we know that. Uh-oh, more rumors. Alright, Miss Vasquez had some kind of hold on Hammer. Some sort of dirt. He'd do anything she said. That, yeah, come on, Maya. Get with the program. You know, this would all be much easier if we could just ask Jackhammer, the dead guy, with our spirit medium. Alright, Studio 2, the new studio. Some sort of accident happens. And they never used it again. They even left the film set there. So, we're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, whoever killed Mr. Ham... I guess that wasn't the last episode until now. No more kid shows. I guess that's understandable. Well, the kids will just watch some other TV show. They'll go watch SpongeBob or something. Hey, Solteraz, we have like a ghost whisperer with us. She could totally do it. He even said, I think in the first case, that that would sure be handy, but of course then she said she can't do it. Oh, that would be too easy then. Really, your kids will be okay, Maya. I think I'll watch Power Rangers or something. Oh. I actually have to prove to her that the kids care? Here you go. Every victory scene the Steel Samurai has won. Take that, Penny. It could be that Maya is behind all the bad stuff, actually. That might be a clever twist. Yeah, what's the secret? The secret accident. 5 years ago. This should be important. We're playing the important music now. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. It was an accident, of course. Anyway. How can it be someone's fault and an accident? Spoiler alert. Well, try not to spoil it for anyone in chat if you can help it. He was a big star. They didn't want bad publicity, I guess. Sounds like a dirty, you know who knows about this? Miss Oldbag. Great. Just what I wanted. Alright. So, we've learned that Jackhammer may have accidentally, or on purposely, killed someone 5 years ago, which ruined his career, but kept the the studio, and I mean, they kept him around. Well, they didn't want to go out of business, I guess, so they didn't go public somehow, even though some of them died. Okay, let's go talk to Old Bag. I hate talking to her, but oops. Every now and then I'm gonna go talk to her anyway. Even back in the day, Old Bag was old. She's been that way since she was 12. You're probably right. No, I don't want your job. It's a terrible job. She's frothing at the mouth again. Yeah, you don't want to get too close. But we have to talk to her. The evidence requires it. I'm going to skip all this other stuff and go straight to the point. Old bag, old hag. What's the difference? I guessed... Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. It's terrible. Yeah. You need to tell me about the accident 5 years ago. He killed a man. Whippersnappers. Look, he's already dead. Just tell us what happened. Yeah, this is just my job, old lady. Well, we're pretty sure he did, actually. Proof that Hammer stole the costume. Yes, I have proof. We can prove that Hammer's fingerprints are on the pill bottle that has sleeping pills in it that was on Willpower's lunch. We have to use both of them. You can't use both, so I'm going to use one, it's going to be the wrong one. Okay, well, now we've established that Jack Hammer has a bottle of sleeping pills. Try this again. Mr. Powers had a T-bone steak. A plate that was contaminated with sleeping powder pills. Sleeping pill powder. I don't know. And she dies. Heart attack number 2 finishes her off. Yeah, that's actually a good point, G-Crusher. How did she know that Hammer had sleepless nights? How did she know that? Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. New music. Finally beat down the old woman. A fatal accident. A paparazzi. Diva has ties to the mafia? What? She silenced the paparazzi. Okay, what kind of studio is this? Well, obviously, with mafia ties, if you don't do what she says, you just get thrown in the river. I've never met him, so I don't know, but you seem to like him, I guess. She's just been holding on to this. Oh dear. The murder fence strikes again. The trailer is Studio 2. Hammer was supposed to fight it with a bad guy on the top of those stairs. pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. It's a traumatic time in her past. Why, she was a young lady 5 years ago. Alright, so... I suppose then one of these guys was Jackhammer. And one of these guys... Yeah, I did point it out, Cheek Crusher. I definitely did. Stabbed right through the chest with a terribly dangerous fence. I mean, I'm pretty sure by now anyone who's been paying attention can pretty surely guess. But let's try not to fully spoil it in the chat. It's pretty obvious at this point, I think, but I won't say it out loud. To the day of the murder. Put on the costume. Went to Studio 2. But why? Don't make me old gag. That's good. That's a good one. +1 for that. Alright. In fact, we can't even get into Studio 1 anymore because we gave away our card key. So we'll never see the chalk outline. It is actually an interesting point. We already know that Jackhammer had to die over here at 2:30, and then somehow, no one seems to care, the body made it into Studio 1 like 2 hours later, 2.5 hours later. So, like, somebody is trying to cover up the murder. We already know that, and we haven't even asked that question yet. So let's talk to some people who might have been trying to cover up whatever happened. Maya, she's ignoring you. Calm down, kid. Watching the clouds by never opening my eyes or looking up. Alright, Mafia. We should be careful. She's got ties to the Mafia. She might just off us. Alright, we need to know about everything. Tell us. I don't know why Maya is asking the questions. Alright. Maya succeeded in getting nothing. Maybe we just need to show her the picture, actually. My Fae blood speaks to me. She's seriously not even helping. Tell me about Mr. Manila. Yeah, she's pretty terrible. Alright, let's show her the picture, see if that gets something out of her. She's gonna pull a gun on us and shoot us as soon as we show her this. She didn't even look at it. Oh, she did look at it. There's some question about her, about Maya's origins, actually. There might be some truth to that. The phase. You hid this incident from the press. Used it to control Mr. Hammer. Alright, we managed to pique her interest via pictures. See? Alright, now let's just examine some stuff out here. So now we know that this fence murdered somebody 5 years ago when Jackhammer was fighting the bad guy, and I guess he pushed him off and he got impaled on this little spike. But we're getting the same message as last time. And the fence is really dangerous, actually. Like, someone has literally died on that fence. You know, you'd think, after someone died by falling and tripping onto a fence post, they might soften those up or change it a little bit. Maybe put some rubber stoppers on the top of them. Maybe? Just my suggestion, you know. Humph! You came. Well, lads, story's over here. But control him how? Did she just not pay him very much for his acting? Oh, how did I know that? I mean, maybe his acting abilities decreased after he felt guilty of murder. Maybe he killed a friend. How do you know? On purpose? Good work, old hag. Jumping down on the reporters. No paparazzi allowed, right? Yeah, she's got a lot of those ones, G Crusher. No. Boys? Where did these guys come from? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. So Jack got hammered. Yeah, perhaps. Would you like to be erased? Maya, phone 911 right now. Camera phone on. Activate. This is Mr. Hammer's dirt. Why should Diva care? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. Look, the detective is just down the road. If we just yelled loudly, he might come save us. Plus, then we'll have more bodies you have to dispose of, which means you're even yeah, she looks innocent. You'll look even more guilty after all of our bodies are found dead. Blood in the trailer. Erase away. No! Hold it right there! Thank you, Gumshoe. Diva! You're coming down to the precinct. Thanks, Gumshoe. You can take out 4 mafia mobsters at the same time. In court. You'd be looking forward to it. Well, she's all but basically shown her guilt here. Thanks, Gumshoe. You know what? After today, you are a pal. We were about to get murdered. That's pretty good. That's okay. You wanted to wait till she said all of her confessions. Hey, don't worry about it, Gumshoe. I forgive you. I appreciate the help. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He's gonna cry. I've wanted to say that ever since I became a detective. It's just my job. Alright, good work, Gumshoe. I mean, you probably could have arrested those 5. They literally just threatened to murder us. Pretty sure that's something you can charge them with. Alright, well, what does that leave us? We are getting closer. Well, Diva has to be involved. There's no way now that she's not. If she was willing to kill us just because we had a picture, she probably would have been willing to kill Jackhammer about something. Alright. We are going to conclude this in court for YouTube tomorrow. Thanks for watching, folks. See you guys next time.